Welcome back to another video by Ghostly Gloom. Before we begin, I kindly request you to subscribe to Ghostly Gloom and hit the bell icon to receive more videos from us. After watching the video, please take a moment to like it and comment on how you felt while watching. Now, let's dive into the story. It was a chilly October evening in the small town of Ravenwood, nestled in the heart of New England. The town was known for its historic charm, with cobblestone streets and centuries-old houses that whispered tales of the past. Among these, Willowbrook Manor was infamous for its dark history. Willowbrook was a Victorian mansion perched on a hill, hidden by gnarled oak trees. It had been abandoned for years, a looming relic from a bygone era. Local legends told of a cursed past, attributing the mansion's evil reputation to its original owner, Nathaniel Blackwood, a wealthy recluse who had been shunned by the townsfolk for his eccentric practices. As the sun dipped below the horizon on Halloween night, a group of daring friends gathered. There was Sarah, the town historian, who was intrigued by Willowbrook's mysteries. Jack, the skeptic, believed the legends to be mere stories. Emily, the thrill-seeker, was always up for an adventure. Finally, there was Tom, a level-headed soul, who was there to keep everyone safe. They arrived at the imposing mansion, its wrought-iron gates creaking open as if to welcome them to their doom. The moon cast eerie shadows over the dilapidated structure, making it look even more menacing. They nervously crossed the overgrown garden and pushed open the heavy oak door. Inside, the air was cold and damp, and the walls were adorned with peeling wallpaper and cracked mirrors. Sarah began sharing the legend of Nathaniel Blackwood's obsession with the occult, and how he had conducted bizarre rituals within these very walls. Jack chuckled, thinking it was all superstition, but the tension in the room was palpable. As the group explored further, they stumbled upon a hidden door in the basement. Emily couldn't resist the temptation to open it, and the group descended the narrow, winding staircase into a subterranean chamber. They were greeted by a chilling sight, a room adorned with strange symbols and candles. It was clear that someone had recently been down there. A sudden gust of wind extinguished the candles, plunging the room into darkness. Panic set in, and they fumbled for their flashlights, the beams revealing an unsettling message scrawled on the walls in red: "He never left." Emily's hands trembled as she read the message aloud. Just then, they heard a whispering voice in the darkness. "Nathaniel Blackwood," it murmured. Emily froze, her flashlight flickering. The voice grew louder, echoing through the chamber: "He never left, and neither will you." Sarah, now trembling with fear, insisted that they leave immediately, but the door had mysteriously locked behind them. Panic surged through the group as they desperately searched for an escape. The room seemed to close in around them, and the oppressive presence of the mansion bore down on their souls. Jack's skepticism had vanished, replaced by stark terror. Hours passed, but the room showed no sign of releasing them. Sarah continued to recount the tale of Blackwood's dark experiments, mentioning how he sought to trap souls within the manor. The group's belief in the supernatural was growing with each passing minute. Finally, Tom noticed a hidden latch on the floor, and with a collective effort, they managed to open a secret passage leading to an underground tunnel. As they crawled through the dark, damp labyrinth, they stumbled upon a crypt filled with coffins. The inscriptions on the coffins matched the names of long-dead townsfolk. Their hearts pounding, they realized that Nathaniel Blackwood's experiments had indeed been far from myth. The souls of the townspeople were bound to Willowbrook, trapped in a never-ending nightmare. Desperation drove the group to search for an escape, and they soon found a heavy iron door leading to a hidden courtyard. The moonlit night revealed a grim sight: dozens of shadowy figures, trapped souls, watching them from the courtyard's corners. The whispering voice grew louder, now emanating from the Eerie assembly. He never left, and neither will you. The souls began to close in, their faces twisted in anguish and rage. In their terror, Emily, Jack, and Sarah fled through the mansion, searching for a way to break the curse. But it was Tom who discovered an old book in Blackwood's study, filled with incantations to release the souls bound by the mansion. With trembling hands, he began to recite the ancient words, hoping to bring an end to the nightmare. As Tom chanted, the house shook, and the souls wailed in agony. A blinding light enveloped Willowbrook, and in that moment, the curse was broken. The souls were released, vanishing into the night, and the mansion crumbled to the ground. Gasping for breath, the group found themselves standing in the overgrown garden, facing the now-ruined Willowbrook Manor. The curse had been lifted, but at a heavy cost. They had narrowly escaped being trapped among the restless spirits, and Willowbrook would forever be a haunted memory. They returned to Ravenwood, forever changed by their harrowing encounter. The legends of Willowbrook Manor had been proven true, and the town would forever remember the Halloween night when the spirits of the past were set free.